and direct. This is Sunday service, 11th of June, 2023. My name is Danny Walsh. If you are joining us on Facebook this evening, you may need to grant permission to StreamYard so you can comment and get involved with the chat. Leave comments if you need to, or if you're on YouTube, you don't need to do the StreamYard thing. Let me know where you logged in from. Let me know if you've had a great weekend. Let me know if you're ready to crush it this week. And tonight we are going to be looking at a concept that if you pay attention. And we've got a few things to cover. I've got a slightly new direction that I'm going to go in. Somebody actually shouted at me about what I'm doing, which I'm going to get into in a second, and let you into my plan for the future so I don't get shouted at again. I've got to give a big shout to Madison, who has had some amazing feedback from her Fishbowl Funnel, and also to a couple of other folks that we are going to share some results from in a second. And I've been doing a lot of thinking. I've had somebody yelling at me, which is crazy. I've been super busy, and I want to kind of wrap all of these things together in this show this evening or morning or afternoon, wherever you are watching from in the world. So hopefully this is all making sense so far. We are on episode 22, which is crazy, and it only feels like yesterday that we actually got started with this. So thank you if you have stuck with me throughout the process. You might have seen something flash up on the screen there. Apologies for that. We will leave that for later on. But big thanks to you if you've stuck with me through this process. Let me know where you're logged in from. Let me know who's watching. I can see we do have some viewers at the top. The thing with this show, kind of tying into the title, is a lot of people have been watching this kind of on the replay or after it's finished. They've not been showing up live. And there's a reason for that, which is kind of like the title, right? When you pay attention. And because this is free, a lot of people are like, oh, well, it's free and it's not really important. People have been having crazy results with the things that I've been teaching. And what I've been thinking is, oh man, I shouldn't have shared these secrets, because if you think about it, what I've done from the start, from episode like 1, is literally giving you a blueprint that you can use to grow a multi-million pound or dollar business, and people are getting results. So you saw the little video that just appeared, and you can see, hey, we had an interview with Madison the other day, and she's taken these concepts and she's put them into practice, and she's gone out there and got like 300 people in a Facebook group. She's making sales. She's not spent any money on ads. She's done more in like 20 minutes than what she's done in months of trying and failing at internet marketing. And she's put the Fishbowl Funnel into practice and had results. And I've got Catherine, who's filling up a Facebook group, and she's having results. I've got a guy who does guitar tuition, and he's built a Fishbowl Funnel, and we're going to be doing some work with him over the next few weeks, and he's going to get results. And I've had results, and other people are having results. And all of these results make me feel and think as though we may have missed a trick by doing this for free. One trick is I can't feed my children thin air. And the other trick is you guys might not be taking this as serious as you should do. All right, so what I want to do is kind of recap on what we've learned. And I want to show you exactly where this started and give you insight into why this might be super important, right? So we're going to go back to basics, back to the whiteboard, and then I'm going to tell you exactly where this is going and the direction that we're going to take, and why these knowledge bombs, these strategies, this structure, the Fishbowl Funnel, and all of the stuff that I've been teaching is no longer going to be free. And I've been shouted at. I've been shouted at by a couple of people, and they're like, Danny, are you crazy? You're giving away things that people can go and make a big bunch of money for free, and nobody should do that, right? You won't get any people interested. You won't get people listening because they're not going to take it serious because you're saying, hey, it's free. And, you know, lots of things in life are free, but the best things aren't. So what I'm going to do is give you one last chance to go and watch the videos, and then we're going to go in a new direction. And going forward, if you want the knowledge, you're going to have to sign up. And at first, you're going to have to sign up, and then you might have to pay some money. But I know from the results that people are getting that this is going to be worth it for you, for me, and everyone else. But the lives are not going to stop, right? The lives are not going to stop, and I've got a new direction for that. But before we kind of get into where we're going and what we're doing and how this is going to work, I just want to kind of remind you where we started and the Fishbowl Funnel that made me over $3 million. And let's put this into perspective, right? If I charged you $100,000 right now, and over the course of the next few years, you could bring in 3 million, would you give me $100,000? Now, not everybody's got $100,000, right? But if you're going to make 3 million or have a chance of making 3 million in the next few years, that's probably a wise investment, right? How about if I said, give me $20,000 and I'll give you a structure that you could use potentially to make millions of dollars? That's going to be like a crazy deal, right? That's insane. So I've turned over a big bunch of money in my e-commerce business by using something called a fishbowl funnel, right? And we've talked about this since the beginning, and I want to kind of remind you exactly what this looks like, because what's happening right now is there's a lot of people, including yourself, if you're marketing, who is probably out there, who are probably out there spending an insane amount of money on Facebook ads or Google ads or some form of ads, right? And the way that the internet works, in case you don't know, is you give these ads company money, and the ads companies will then send people to your website, and you have all your products and stuff on there, and people will come and they make a decision whether they want to buy something or they don't, and then they either leave or they buy, right? They become customers. But there's a problem with this. The cost of acquiring a customer, that means getting this guy from A to B, which is ads to bank, is going up, right? The cost is insane. And cost is okay if you are selling, you know, things that are worth a lot of money. But if you're selling your typical e-com products, all right, e-commerce products, for example, if you're selling fishing tackle like I was, maybe the price, whether it's pounds or dollars, could be, I don't know, 10 to 100, right? Imagine if you go and spend 30 to 50 to get that person to come to your website. If your product costs 10 and you spend 30 just to get them to come to the website, your business is doomed, right? If you spend 30 and you sell something at 100, the chances are you've crushed your profit margin and you've no money left. So all that happens is you pay the ad and you pay for the product and you ship that to the guy, and maybe they never come back. That's not good. So what we have done is used a different system that moves people from A to B like this over a period of time that doesn't cost a great deal in ads, right? So you don't need to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on ads to make this work. So what I'm teaching you is how to acquire a customer and get them to come to your site, whatever your site looks like, without having to spend a countless amount of money on ads, and certainly without having to go broke in the process, which will make you very sad. If you go broke in the process, that's going to make you sad, right? Nobody wakes up in the morning thinking they want to go broke. So what we did is we developed a way to get people to our site using our Fishbowl. And by the end of this video, I kind of want to make it clear just how effective this is. And if you use this, how you're going to slash your ad costs and lower the cost of acquiring a customer, right? This is super, super important. So stick around to the end and I'll give you all the resources. I'll give you all the downloads. I'll give you all the videos, but they're only here for a short period of time. And look, there's something that makes this different. There's something that makes this stand out above like all the other training. For one, at the moment, it's free. It's not going to be free for much longer. So you've only got a limited amount of time to go and get this stuff. Another thing is it's based on things that people don't actually do. And when people don't actually do things, it might make you feel, oh man, this will never work because it's not the norm. That is exactly why it works, because everybody is busy giving Zuckerberg their dollars and relying on that cost of acquisition being low enough to retain their margin. And when people acquire a customer these days, they don't follow up with them. They do a big bunch of like crazy stuff. They end up getting refunds. They don't make the most of those ad dollars, and really they don't make a great deal of profit. If I could show you a way where you don't have to spend a bunch of ads dollars and you can acquire a customer for less, ain't that worth just kind of grasping this, watching the videos before I take them down, right? That's like, to me, that's common sense. If somebody would have come and said this stuff to me like a few years ago, while I was struggling and trying to make these things work, then I would have snapped their hands off, right? So your Fishbowl funnel relies on your audience wanting to win stuff rather than wanting to buy stuff, right? So you know what it's like, right? You go online and you're here and you're busy surfing the internet, and somebody says, hey, buy this thing. And you're like, I don't want to buy this thing. I'm not interested in buying this thing. And some people even go as far as leaving like negative comments and angry faces and stuff on people's reviews. If you see a thing that says, win this thing, that's a different view, because people are like, whoa, I really want that. How do I win it? That provokes curiosity. People know how they buy stuff. They give money. How do I win this thing? And once you provoke that curiosity, you don't need ads. Now, over the course of the years, I've done a lot of things right in marketing, but I've also got a lot of things wrong. And spending money on ads is one of the things that I believe I've got wrong. Because if you don't do it right, or you're not spending enough, or you don't have a team behind you, it's very, very difficult, right, to be able to do that without going broke. Or you often see people who say, hey, I've run $5 a day for 3 weeks. I've not had any results. I've spent all my money and I'm never going to run ads again. That sounds familiar, right? You sat there and you think, oh, or you've got to perhaps go and figure all this stuff out and learn it yourself, and it takes ages, and by the time you've done it, you've lost the will to live and you don't want to run your business anymore. So there's lots and lots of things that I've kind of got right, and I want to show you some of those things. But running ads is one of those things I've never really been good at, and I know from experience that there's a lot of people out there that are not good at it. And then you've got to rely on agencies and marketing companies who, as we know from previous presentations, will probably lie to you, and they'll probably, send you on a wild goose chase, and they'll charge you loads of money and they'll tie you to a retainer. We want to do something that actually gets people on the internet to your bank account as soon as possible from your ads without going broke in the process. And over time, we want to increase how much they spend with us, and we want to keep them for as long as possible. Does that make sense? Makes more sense than paying loads and loads of money on ads, not really selling anything or smashing your margin into the ground and then going broke anyway. Whereas what you want to do is get people not only to buy stuff, but to join your mailing list and join your Facebook group and join your company and become a raving fan and recommend you and shop with you forever. Which one would you choose? If I said, hey, you've got a choice right now, you could spend loads of money on ads and not really know who's coming to your site. You're not going to capture the leads. You just hope for the best, that the ads cost is lower than the sale price, And if you get that wrong, there's going to be a problem. But if you don't get it wrong, you might not keep that customer for very long anyway, or you don't have to spend a great deal of money on ads. You can get customers super cheap. You're going to keep them for longer. They're going to love you. They're going to buy into your product. They're going to join your group. They're going to share this stuff. They're going to go crazy. They're going to recommend you. They're like, you're like the company that I'm going to buy from forever. Which one would you choose? I know which one I chose, and it kind of makes sense because we made an insane amount of money, right? We turned over $3 million or about 2,500,000, whatever it was, 500,000, whatever it was in English pounds. But look, the Fishbowl Funnel was the catalyst for this, right? And what we do is to move people along that timeline from ads to bank using that concept of, hey, do you want to win something? Is we make them an offer that they can't refuse. We say, hey, do you want to win this awesome stuff? And look, we're still going to find them on Facebook or Google or wherever. We're just not going to pay as much for it. And if you can do that, you're winning, right? Because the company that spends the most to acquire the customer often wins. But if you can acquire better customers and keep them for longer, for less, then you've won, right? It's not a long game when you can do that. So look, win some stuff. And they say, whoa, how do I do that? They've got a choice. They either want it or they don't. Fishermen don't tend to buy golfing products, right? Fishermen want fishing tackle, right? And over time, we discovered that this formula can be repeated day in, day out, and it'll work pretty much for anybody. And we've got this working for people in softball and soccer and crafts and furries and guitar lessons and fishing and more, right? It's pretty cool. So you say to people online, hey, win this thing. And instead of going straight to your website, they go to a landing page that shows them the prize. And on that page, it says, hey, in order to win this thing, please enter your name and email. And when they put the name and email in, they go to your mailing list and you've got them on the list forever. What do you think the difference is between people who just click a random ad and people who want to win some stuff? Right? This is like a big secret of all of this. And we discovered this the hard way, right? It was like we're spending all this money on ads, trying to make stuff work in different companies. It never really got off the ground. The minute we switched and we figured this out, it's almost like I'm giving you the easy way on a plate, right? So they'll give you the easy way on a plate. And that makes more sense than you going out there and trying to figure it all out yourself, right? What do you think happens when you say to somebody, hey, put your email in for a chance of winning, as opposed to give me your email for buying? People put the right email in. They give you the correct details because they need to know if they've won. And when they do that, you've got them on the mailing list. Not only have you got them on the list, you've got a real accurate, up-to-date, best email address. And that's super important. So when people say yes, that they want to win some stuff, they get added to your list. And when that happens, you know there's actually a 95% chance, because we've worked this out, that these people are likely to put their real details. So the hard way is to run a lot of ads, spend a lot of money, hope that people put the right details in, hope that people buy, hope that profit margin is enough to actually make you some money. Usually it's negative equity, which is insane. People spend money on ads. The cost of the ad is more than the product. You can't control that because Google will just share whatever product it likes from your inventory. Or maybe your Facebook ads, you're in a competitive niche and you go out there and you spend a lot of money and other people are bidding and the price has gone up. This can happen overnight, or there's a glitch. There was a glitch in Facebook the other day and it actually tripled people's ad spend in a day, but also pushed up the cost of the ad. And that meant that people who would normally spend, say, $50 a day were now spending $150 a day, but they weren't making as many sales. And the sales that they did make were more expensive. And everybody complained. There was a big problem. There was a disaster. And some people went out of business on that day, right? All of that's really, really hard. But if you say, hey, would you like to win this thing? And people say, yes, I want to win this thing. They're going to give you the right name and email because they want to know if they win. This is where the magic happens. You send them through to a thank you page, and on this thank you page, you have a series of steps, right? You have a series of steps. So this now might sound like the easy way, right? And if I can give you the easy way, you've got more of a chance of making money and being successful and being around for a long time, right? So step one would be join our Facebook group. Step two would be like our Facebook page. Step three would be share this with your friends, right? And what happens straight away when people start sharing is instead of you having to spend a big bunch of money, you get more people coming in to your page at the front and deciding whether or not they want to win this thing, right? So if you, for example, said, hey, win this fishing rod, it's worth £1,000. Anybody who likes fishing, chances are they want to win it. How do I win your fishing rod? Oh, it's free. All I need to do is put my name and email in. Whoa. But I better put the right email because I want to know if I've actually won. And then when they get to the thank you page, it's like, hey, join our Facebook group. You need to join this group to know if you're a winner. Step 2, like our page. Step 3, share this with your friends. People follow steps, right? If you say, hey, buy this fishing rod for £1,000, you spend an insane amount of money the hard way, and chances are you don't sell it. But if you do it the easy way and you say, win this thing, only the people who want it are going to enter the details. When they do enter the details, they're going to be right. And then they go to your thank you page that says, join our group, like our page, and share this thing. And when they do that, you get free traffic, which means you don't have to spend money on ads, right? So in the past, I've spent an insane amount of money on ads and never really did anything. It didn't work. It was like ridiculous. And then we wasted all of our profit and it was like a disaster. But going forward, we started doing this thing and we had some insane results. We had some crazy results. In fact, the results are not typical. Not everybody can do this. But from what I'm seeing from like the last 22 episodes where people have actually taken this stuff, they've gone away, they've run with it, they've put it in place in the business, is they are quite similar. So, man, you've got a choice, right? Do you want to take the hard way and waste all your money and mess around with ads in an increasingly more expensive market? Or do you want to come forward on a journey with me and implement this thing? Not only what I've shown you, but the other stuff that I haven't, and really learn and master this so that you can get people from A to B without spending loads of money on ads. But once you get them into the group, this is where the magic really starts to happen, right? So we have a group on Facebook. Now, it's free to set up a Facebook group, but generally, if you say, hey, buy some stuff, people don't give a damn about joining your Facebook group. They just want the thing. If you get them into the group, then you're kind of like winning, because the group is somewhere that you can do 3 amazing things, right? 3 amazing things. And those amazing things are magic, right? The first amazing thing, right, is that you've not had to spend any money to get them there. That's one amazing thing. So this is probably the second amazing thing. The amazing thing number 1 is that you can actually nurture your audience, right? And you can do that by going live. Now, imagine I said, hey, buy this fishing rod for $1,000. You're not interested in watching my live streams, right? If I charge you for doing this, you might be interested in watching the live streams. But I've charged you for a fishing rod, right? You're not interested in watching the live streams and you don't care. All you want is the fishing rod and you've no connection at all with me and my business. But if you go through a fishbowl funnel and you're like, hey, I want to win this thing. Yes, I want to win this thing. On this page, it says join the group to find out if you've won. And then when you land in that group, you start to see live videos from the business owner saying, hey, we're here. We're having a launch party. We're doing all this cool stuff. Let's get excited about fishing or whatever it is. You immediately start to build a relationship. And if you build a relationship, that means that people are likely to stick around with you for longer, right? That's not rocket science, but it's a fact. And in marketing, there's lots of matters of fact, but this is the fact that matters. You need to nurture your audience, right? And where we did that, we found that not only do people want to win stuff, they then want to buy stuff and they want to stick around for longer. And if you can do that and get that right without spending loads of money on ads, then you've got a formula that works. And I just want to give you this formula and keep you engaged with this formula and make sure you implement this formula so that your business can move not just from where you are now to where you could be, but to where you should be, and lower the cost of acquisition. Because what do you think it means when you're nurturing people? You've acquired a customer, and if it's not cost you a great deal because their friends have actually gone and shared this stuff, they've gone and told other people about this. It's like, oh, step 3, share this with my friends. You didn't really pay much for the next group of people that came into your fishbowl funnel, right? Whereas if that was ads, you would be paying dollar, whatever it is. The cost of acquisition could be anywhere up to $300, $400, $500 because Facebook loves taking your money. You're not taking any money here. You might just have shared this in some Facebook groups to get it going. Yes, you might have spent a low amount of money on ads, but I know from speaking to Madison, who we talked to the other day, and speaking to other people. So, Madison, you've been having some amazing results with the fishbowl funnels, and I'm super excited that you've told me a little bit about this already. But just for folks watching this video, talk about some of the results, a little bit about what you've done, the lives, and all the rest of it. Just literally 2 minutes for me, because this is an amazing story and some fantastic success.
Well, I mean, first of all, thank you for coming into my business, my life, through the Geek Out group. I last year tried to target the same group of people that are in my giveaway, and I probably spent almost $5,000 in ads for nobody to show up to my webinars, for nobody to come, for no engagement. I sold a couple print-on-demand products, but they became way too expensive, and I turned the ads off, and I kind of walked away from it. And I thought, hey, this is worth a shot to try this and to see where this goes. And I think I was blown away when people actually showed up to the lives. They commented about, hey, we're so excited for the kickoff party, and they came to that, and they've stayed with me through technological difficulties and not.
Did you hear that? Now, the video is available on the page. It's actually playing at the top of the page. There's not just Madison getting these results, right? And what you just heard there is exactly what I'm saying, right? She spent $5,000 on ads and did it the old way and didn't make any money. The minute she's followed the fishbowl funnel and invited people to win some stuff, not only has she made money, she's got loads of people in a group. She's also had these folks turn up on her lives while she's nurtured them and actually stay there when the power went out. They were still there when she came back. If I said, hey, buy this thing, you're not even going to turn up to my live, right? So it's very, very clear that by offering a prize that you're going to lower that cost, because $5,000 over, I think, $100 that Madison spent, and similar for me and similar for other people, is a stark difference. What would you rather spend, $5,000 or 100? And do more with the 100 than you did with $5,000? Isn't that insane? That's like crazy, right? That's bonkers, but it's true and it's real and it's happening. And people like you and like me can take advantage of this stuff, but I can't keep giving it away for free, right? So amazing things are going to happen. So the first thing, you know you can nurture people and you don't have to spend a big bunch of money on ads. The second thing, all right, the second amazing thing, which is kind of cool, is you're probably telling yourself that all you need to do is sell things to make more money. But I'm telling you that you can give things and make money, right? And you're like, well, how does that work then, Danny? So what you're going to do on your little live streams is you're going to start giving away prizes before you draw the main prize, right? So you've said, hey, win this thing. We're going to draw it in the Facebook group. We're going to draw it in December. But before you get to December, you're going to start giving away small prizes. And those small prizes, you're going to do that on the live. And what that's going to do is it's going to get more people to join your group because you're insane and you're giving all this stuff away. It's going to send more people into your fishbowl funnel because you're insane and you're giving away this big prize and they've got to be registered. And it's going to give you an opportunity to make some money before you've even given away the big prize, which could actually pay for the big prize because you've not even bought the prize yet. And that's another amazing thing. This is what I mean. When you start doing these lives, you start giving stuff away. What you do is say, hey, you've won something. Please fill in my prize claim form. And people who win fill in a form. And on that form, it says, hey, would you like to pay the shipping? You pay the shipping. and you pay the shipping and we'll send out the prize. You don't have to pay the shipping, but you can. And if you do, you get it sooner and you'll get a bonus. That prize claim form is another funnel. And this funnel will allow you to take a small amount of money for the shipping, but it will also let you sell one-time offers for other items from your inventory. So even though somebody wants some stuff, they're going to pay the shipping. We found out that over 50% of the people actually pay the shipping, nearer to 100%, because people think, wow, they're giving me this thing. The least I can do is pay the shipping, right? So the second amazing thing is just by giving stuff away, you can send people into a prize claim funnel before you've even done the main draw, and the average cart value, right, is around 70 to 80 pounds. So imagine you give away 10 prizes at 70 to 80 pounds in the first few weeks before you've even done the main draw. You could make like 800 or more from those prize winners, and they didn't even expect to give you any money, but they will, because you've done a good service, you're giving away some stuff, you've engaged them, and you've kept them here. That is insanity, but it works. So not only are we getting pretty much free traffic, we're keeping customers for a long time, we're keeping them in the group, we're nurturing them, we're doing live videos, and we're giving away more prizes than they expected. They're then claiming these prizes and you're getting paid. So far, so good. We've purchased the prize. We've liquidated any ad costs that we have used to get this thing moving, and we've got a big bunch of happy customers. What do you think is going to happen when these guys receive their first prize and share it in the group? What do you think is going to happen? Right? You're going to do another amazing thing. The third amazing thing is, as soon as that happens, the world's going to go crazy around you, because everybody then knows that you are trustworthy. And when people know that you are trustworthy, however you're going to spell it and write it nice and neat, don't matter what it writes like, right? It don't matter what it looks like as long as it works, right? Once people know that you're trustworthy, because the people who recommended them to your group have all of a sudden appeared with a prize and had that delivered to the home, and they're now sharing it off in the group, your world's going to go insane, right? Because people are going to go and get your link, watch your lives, share this stuff all over Facebook, and your cost of acquisition is going to be on the ground floor. And if you can acquire a customer for cents or pennies, right? And I've seen some companies that they're paying like $300, $400, $500, $600 or more to acquire a customer. Now that's okay if you're selling premium real estate, or you've got amazing funnels with, recurring revenue coming in every single month. But if you're selling some e-commerce products, you can only sell that once. If you're selling direct to consumer, chances are you can only sell this once, right? But if you're going to mix in then some monthly recurring continuity, you've actually built out an amazing business. But your cost of acquisition is so low that even if you do sell it once, or if something breaks, you're still not losing out. And if you sell at the retail price or above, the chances are you're going to make a margin above the costs. So there's like your costs, and then you should have this little bit left at the end, which is like profit. And if your ad spend wipes out all of this, you're doomed. But if you know that your ad spend is like down here and it doesn't even come into play, then you get to keep more money. And as a business, that kind of makes sense, right? So you've learned, look, I don't want to give all the secrets away, and we've covered this in a big bunch of videos, but you've learned a lot, right? You've learned a lot. And I got shouted at about this stuff. It was like, Danny, you're giving too much away. And when I get shouted at, I take things seriously. It's like, Danny, stop doing this. Delete these videos. Turn them off. Look at that testimonial. Look at these reviews. Madison's gone and launched another one of these things. She's like, oh, we're launching all these things. She's going to have more fishbowl funnels than me, and I've not charged her a dime, right? Now, that might seem, hey, Danny, you're amazing, save the world, but I can't feed my kids saving the world. People have got to invest in my dream if I'm going to invest in theirs, right? So what I thought I would do is change things up a little bit, because Madison's case study, which we'll bring back to the video,
on camera, not knowing how to use StreamYard and do giveaways, and it's just showing like they're inviting their friends, they're commenting, they're coming, they're so excited. And it is like the coolest thing to see as an entrepreneur, to actually see progress being made and something. And I know 100% like the money will come, and it will come in droves. Like as long as these people are rabid fans, like Russell talks about a movement. Like I can sense this being a movement, and it's like blowing my every expectation I have away.
Oh, there's other people with that result, and Madison's results might sound crazy. My results might sound crazy. You might think this is like totally crazy, but there's people in other niches, from music to like crystals and like spiritual stuff, to softball, to arts and crafts, to chocolate and more, that are getting results with this right now. And some people want to share, some people don't want to share. You can see the testimonials, right? And it's working. So if all this is working and I'm giving it away for free, and people are shouting at me going, Danny, you're stupid, what are you doing? There's only so long I can carry on doing that, right? And look, everybody's got some disposable income, but to actually dispose your income and sort of waste the opportunities to get paid is a little bit crazy. So what we're going to do is take these shows in a slightly different direction. I've got some amazing guests lined up. I've got some speaking engagements lined up. I've got more amazing folks like Madison lined up. We're going to come on and do an interview, and we're going to show you some stuff, but we're going to stop with the teaching, right? We're going to stop with too much of the teaching. We are going to cover concepts, but we're not going to give away the farm, right? I'm crazy giving away the farm. I've done 22 episodes showing you exactly how to set these things up step by step and giving away some of the biggest secrets, but I haven't shared all of it. I haven't shared everything. And if I had shared everything, Madison would probably have made a big bunch more impact by now. And the other people would have made a big bunch more impact by now, right? But over this last sort of, 40 minutes, we have covered quite a lot. And I have, again, given away a lot. And if you're sensible and you're watching this live or you're watching this on the replay, you need to go now onto the website, or in a minute, you need to go on DannyWalsh.live. And what you need to do is go DannyWalsh.live, and on that page, scroll down, go to the resources document, go to the replays, and binge watch this stuff. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of those videos off over the next few days. I'm going to email some lists. I've got some marketing friends who are going to email some lists. I've got some guys who love this stuff, the people shouting at me, who are like crazy affiliates, and they're like, Danny, we could send this out to our list. Can you not create a webinar? Because they watched my thing the other night where I actually created webinars. One of them actually bought this thing. I don't know if they felt sorry for me because I keep giving stuff away, or they were just like confident it would work. Either way, somebody bought my $4,000 webinar deal, which is amazing, and I can't thank them enough. But I've also seen the light. The light bulb has come on, right? And I'm super busy, and I love going live, and I love giving away all my secrets, but there's a lot more I can offer. And we've got some interviews, and we've got some insights, and we've got some funnels and other things that we're going to do and share. But this fishbowl thing is actually like almost like a miracle in disguise. So we've covered a big bunch of stuff there, and it's probably been time well spent. We've spent a big bunch of time over the last few weeks. Loads of people have watched this stuff. Loads of people are implementing this stuff. You kind of had your chance, right? I can't cover everything in an hour to remind you of everything, so you need to go back and watch the videos. But I've put together something right now where you can be one of the first people to get what I'm going to offer on the webinar, right? But you've only got a few days to do it. And it's not going to be like slides and like what you're going to get, all this stuff like I did the other day. That was like an insane deal. We're putting that together. There is going to be a webinar. There is going to be slides. There is going to be all that stuff. But look, if you act pretty quick, I'm going to give you like a special deal. Does that sound like a plan? Because if all this does is get you 300 people in your Facebook group, it's got to be worth it, right? And we've covered so much in the last 22 episodes, and I've got so many cool reviews and results and people going crazy. Madison alone, her opt-in rate is something like 178%, which is like means that people are opting in twice. I've done it with Cart Global. Other people are doing it in other niches, and I've got more people lining up to do this. Some people have actually hired me to come and do this for them, and I've got people screaming at me going, Danny, please turn these videos into a course so we can sell this as an affiliate. So I would be stupid to not do that, even though we're going to carry on with the lives. We're going to have interviews, we're going to have guests, we're going to have insight, we're going to have motivation, we're going to have ClickFunnels stuff, and have a big bunch of stuff. But that first chapter, that needs to come down before my sort of like enemies get hold of this, or my haters get hold of this, or people get rich and I don't get a dime. And that's kind of crazy, right? Because we've given enough opportunity for people to come and pick this up for free. And old habits are tough to kill. And my habit is going out there and giving away everything and then suffering at the end. And there's been a few things happen over these last days and weeks that have made me really think about that. And there's been something that I covered the other day. Seeing Russell Brunson asked for $1 million in a webinar and people paid him. And he got paid and he still gets to do the fun stuff. But what I'm always like kicking myself for is giving away everything and leaving nothing in the tank to sell. This time, thankfully, I have left a big bunch of stuff in the tank to sell. We've not covered all of the secrets in these episodes. And look, you're going to be thrilled if this works for you like it's worked for Madison, like it's working for some of these other guys, right? I was thrilled when I seen this work because I know that I've been doing that hard way and I've been spending a big bunch of time, energy, effort, ads. You could either, like even on that testimonial just now, it's like you spent $5,000 and sold a couple of like print on demand products and turned off your ads. Nobody was turning up. Whereas then you switched on your Fishbowl Funnel and you have 300 people in a couple of weeks and you're spending $100 to do that. And you've got folks in a group who are crazy so much like about this thing that they even stay there when the power goes out. So when the power came back on, everybody was still there. And once folks are giving away the prizes and they're seeing this happen and everybody's getting excited about this, that trust level is just sky high. Nobody's going to trust you if they just buy something off you and they receive it. They couldn't give a damn because they got the thing. They're going to trust you if you're giving them stuff. Equally, you're going to pay attention if you pay for this. So I want to make the biggest impact I can with the Fishbowl Funnels. And I want to do this in a way where anyone can benefit, but they are going to have to pony up a little investment, right? We're going to go on about $2,000, right? And there's a big stack of stuff that you're going to get that make it worth $2,000. Because look, if all this does is actually get you 300 people in your group, what would you give for that? If that saves you $5,000 in ad spend, what would you give for that, right? If you could go and sell not only now, but again and again and again and again to a group of people who love you, who are still going to be there after the power goes off, what would you give for that, right? Because I know what you've been giving in courses and ad spend and funnel builds. You can't get a funnel for $2,000, right? If I sell you a full course and all of those videos that we've just done, 20 videos for $2,000, you're paying like not a great. In fact, it might even be more than that. It's like $5,000. I don't know. We're going to price this thing up, right? I've got my buddy on the phone. He's been going crazy at me. He's like, Danny, we can sell this as an affiliate product in my back end. And, these guys have made millions on JVZoo and Warrior Forum and then ClickBank and all these things. They've been using ClickFunnels like I have for years. And they're like, Danny, you're insane. Stop doing it. Turn them off. Take the videos off, or we're just going to unfriend you and never talk to you again. And I'm like, oh man, I've known these guys for ages. I don't want to do this. If you want in early, and I don't know if you're watching live, you're on the replay, I've got a quick way to do this, right? I'm going to do something insane. You're going to get all of those 20 videos, which literally that's like 20 hours of learning that covers from A to B, everything you need to build the Fishbowl Funnel, right? You're going to get that stuff. And that's probably worth, I don't know, even if I charge you $10,000 for that, right? If I charge you $10,000 for 20 videos that help you get 300 people in your group in 2 weeks with $100 of ad spend, and then grow that into potentially $1 million or more business, selling e-com products at retail price, notwithstanding the price claim form, how to make your offer, the free plus shipping and all the rest of it. That's going to be an amazing deal, right? And I'm going to take this stuff down. I'm going to put it on Vimeo. I'm going to lock it to a domain. I'm going to charge money. We're going to carry on with the lives. DannyWalsh.live is still going to be there, but I'm going to do that over the course of the next few days. And in case you haven't noticed, I can do things real fast on ClickFunnels, right? I've not built slides or anything like that. You may have noticed that I'm following a certain path, and you may like it or you may not. But I know every time I do a live, I get a couple of comments, or I get a couple of testimonials, or I get somebody down the phone, and whether they're shouting at me or they're happy or they're getting results. I get people who've gone out there and tried this stuff, people who've put this stuff into practice. And these people, I'm no one special. I'm sure they'd say they're no one special, but they're special to me, right? And when these people speak, I've got to listen, especially given where I'm working right now and who I'm working with. And they're like, Danny, you're too cheap. Danny, you're crazy. Danny, you need to stop giving away all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, you're probably right. Big happy birthday to Ben Moot, by the way. I just got to fit that into the live stream. Ben Moot, who is 21 today. Big shout out to you, sir. Look forward to seeing you at Funnel Hacking Live. But look, there's a big bunch of people in my circles who are going crazy. And if I give you all of those videos packaged up in a membership area where you can watch them forever for a one-time investment, it might be 10 grand investment, but if even if I charge you 10 grand, it'd be worth it. We're not going to charge you 10 grand, right? So you're going to get the videos. You're also, to make it even more better, you're going to get all the secrets and other stuff that I missed out. So not only are you going to get 20 videos there, you're going to get another at least 10, 20 videos. And we're going to do some group coaching as well. So not only do you watch the videos, you get more videos, and you're also going to be able to come on Zoom meetings and ask any questions, right? I know Madison's going to love this stuff. And if you're watching, you're probably going to be one of the first to buy into this, right? Because like, oh man. And I've been influenced by so many different people saying, Danny, stop giving it away for free. You need to pack that in, and you need to put it in a members area, and then we can sell it for you, right? These guys are going to sell it for me, and they're going to share it as an affiliate. Not only are you going to get all the videos, the extra videos, and the time on Zoom and my support, I'm going to put in there some of my other trainings as well that do cover in more details, things like ClickFunnels 2.0, things that I've done with ClickFunnels, and I'm going to make it available as an affiliate product for you. So if you go out there and you have success, right? You go out there and you have a big bunch of success, you're then able to take your success, and should you wish to share these secrets with your audience, you could then go out there and say, hey, this is how we did it, pretty much like I did, right? So you're going to get the videos. And look, we've already said that that's probably worth 10 grand, right? So if all this does is give you, a group of members that you can talk to on a live, it's worth a big bunch of money, right? We're going to give you more videos. We're going to give you more videos. So say, if you said that was worth another, let's just say it's worth 2 grand, right? So another 2 grand. You got 12 grand's worth of stuff there, right? There's 12 grand's worth of stuff. We're also going to give you some Zoom sessions, right? And they could be priceless, right? They could be priceless because you ask a question and I answer it, and you go away and fix that problem or whatever it is, and you get to where you're going super fast. We're also going to give you more training on the other technical stuff. Not only that, so you think if you add all that stuff up, right? There's, I don't know, say there's 16 grand's worth of stuff there, right? Say we've got 16 grand's worth of stuff on the board. I'm not going to charge you this, and we've got to make slides, and we've got to do all this fancy stuff. When we get there, we're going to charge you a certain amount of money. But because you've been loyal and you've been watching this, and you've been taking action, you've been putting these things into practice, I also realize that I've given you the videos. You've already watched them, and so you've kind of seen those things, but you're not going to see them for much longer. So unless you've got a way to can download these from YouTube, and then I can sue you for copyright infringement, feel free. But if you're honest and you're true, like I know you are, and you want to see the success of this going forward, and we're going to have interviews, we're still going to be live 3 times a week. I'm going to keep pushing you back to this offer. At some point, this could be, I don't know, say we charge 10 grand for it. You're probably going to give in. Russell Brunson charged 10 grand for some supplements the other night, and he sold millions of dollars worth. What's more important, the key to unlocking the future business or the key to unlocking your health? They're probably on the same par. So go give Russell Brunson his 10 grand and give me my 10 grand, then you'd be happy. But look, I'm not going to charge you 10 grand for all those videos, but they are going in the members area. There's going to be more videos. There's going to be the Zoom meetings. We do those weekly. There's going to be more training. You get access to me, and we're actually going to do something that we've not done in this is we're going to give you a big bunch of fishbowl funnels and other niche ideas as well that you can just plug in. And to make it even cooler, we're going to get into something that we've not actually covered. We are going to get into the ads, but not any old ads. We're going to look at the retargeting ads, and those retargeting ads are where the super secret sauce comes into it, right? So look, you're going to get the videos, you're going to get more videos, you're going to get the Zoom sessions, you're going to get more training, you're going to get the funnels. It's all going to be like niched, and you can get templates. You're going to get access to me, and we're going to do some stuff around retargeting ads as well as all of the free stuff. If you've had some success with this and you've had some benefit from this and you're kind of in this and you're like, oh, Danny, please leave the videos on for a bit longer. You're really twisting my arm. What I'll do is make sure that you get access to all of the DannyWalsh.live videos as well inside of the members area. So you only need to go in one place, open that up, and we'll have a little Facebook group as well. So everybody who's invested, everybody who's signed up can come in that little Facebook group. You can meet other people, you can share notes, we'll keep it all secret, and we're not going to open this up to too many people, right? Until the affiliates get hold of it. Right now, on that board, if you looked at all that, there's probably at least 20 grand's worth of stuff. And look, let's put this into perspective, right? If I was to charge you 20 grand for something that could potentially make $1 million, wouldn't that be worth like even considering? Right? And you know that this is work for Madison, who spent a big bunch of money on ads. Oh, so let's back up a little bit, because that sounds like you've like, oh, this is so exciting. So you've obviously watched the training on the Fishbowl Funnel, and you've put one of these things together, and you've said, hey, we're going to do this giveaway. What kind of response did you have initially when you first tried that?
So I have the first week I got 100 people in, and I like firsthand know 3 people in that group. These are all people that are cold traffic. They're invited from friends. They're invited from different people. And then, you know, it took 7 days to get to 100 people. And then the next 7 days, I got to 300 people.
Whoa. So you see, you've very quickly grown a group. What about ad spend? Have you spent $5,000 again?
No, I've only spent 100.
So only spent $100 and got 300 people in a group. Like, if those 300 people were to spend £1,000 or $1,000 each over the course of the next year, wouldn't that be worth 20 grand? Think about that, right? And I know this is working for other people as well, and it's worked for me. You'd be crazy not to think about signing up for this, right? Now, there's a couple of types of people that are out there. There's people who'll ignore this and just carry on like doing ads and giving Zuckerberg all of the money, or there's people out there who'll just take a risk on stuff, right? And people who take a risk, you might think, oh, I need more information. You can message me, find out the information. But one thing's for sure, when we do the webinar, we'll answer all those questions, but it's going to be like more expensive than what I'm going to charge you today if you sign up, right? And this is like, I sat up in the middle of the night, I thought, oh man. And then the next day I had a call with somebody and they shouted at me and said, Danny, what are you doing? At least let us sell this as an affiliate and we'll blow this up, and you know, you don't have to worry about feeding the kids ever again. And I was like, oh man, I was in two minds. I had two choices. And I kind of thought about this long and hard, and it's like, carry on giving it away for free and go broke in the process, and then I can't pay the internet bill and I can't feed the kids, and I'm just going to be like overwhelmed by like clients who just want to pick my brains. Or I could charge a little bit of money and get a group of folks together who are serious about this stuff, serious about the business, want to succeed, and I can over deliver to make this happen. If you sign up today, I'll give you some of the goodies from the webinar funnel as well, right? So you're going to get the videos, more videos, Zoom meetings as well. You're going to get more training. You're going to get some funnels in a niche. So we'll look at your niche. You're going to get some retargeting ad training. We'll look at Facebook. And you get some stuff from that webinar funnel, like how to deliver the perfect webinar without even having slides, which is pretty much what I've just spent 55 minutes doing. If that sounds good, then would you be prepared to jump on before I put the price up and do a webinar? And that's going to be coming like super quick. So I had two choices. I'd keep giving it away for free, go broke in the process, or I could require a little bit of an investment from you. And in exchange, I can give you more resources, more time, more training, more Danny. And we'll carry on doing these lives, but it's not going to be giving away the farm because I've got in trouble for that. You've seen the testimonials. You know this is insane. You're going to get the videos, more videos, the Zoom, the training, the funnels, the niche stuff, the ads, the retargeting ad stuff, the webinar training, and more. All of that's easy worth 20 grand, right? But look, we're not going to charge you 20 grand, and we're going to charge more in the actual webinar, in the presentation. I will build a stack and I will make it look pretty and I will deliver it and we'll put it on Evergreen. We're also going to add the affiliate program to it as well. So look, you can go out there and you can actually resell the whole of those videos and make a commission, and I'll pay an insane commission on that as well. So look, if you're an affiliate, you're winning. If you're a business owner, you're winning. If you're selling any kind of e-com product, you're winning. If you're going out there business to consumer, you're winning. If you like Madison, you're winning. If you've got a weird niche that you want to get launched in that's really hard to break into, and like reps and other businesses are trying to put the blockers on, you're going to win. And don't forget, we got like 5,000 nearly Trustpilot reviews, and we're the 5th ranked in the niche, and this like fishing business is super rock hard. If I was to give you a bonus as well and show you how to do those Trustpilot reviews, because what I'm doing in this show is pretty much planning out the webinar, right? So if you give you the videos, more videos, the Zoom, a big bunch of stuff, that's priceless to start with. More training, the funnels, the niche stuff, the ads, the retargeting, Facebook stuff. We'll give you a group. We'll give you the affiliate program as well. So we'll put that on there as well. So you can actually go and sell that with, I don't know, let's say we give you 20% commissions, right? They'll give you 20% commissions of everything you make across the board forever when you send people to that webinar. You know that we're going to pitch it right because I kind of know about webinars. You know the product works because Madison's having results and other people are having results and I've had results and you've had results and it's all happening. And you know the videos are already recorded. This is not like some crap where I'm going to sell it and then you're not going to see the videos. You've seen the videos. If you've not seen the videos, you need to do it before I put it in the course and turn them off. I'm doing that in the next couple of days. But all of that combined is well over 20 grand's worth of value. And we're not going to do that. But look, it'd be a steal at 10 grand. It'd probably be like ridiculous at 5 grand. If you get in today, you can get in all of that stuff, 20 grand's worth of stuff. And I'm just going to go crazy because you've been watching and you've seen the videos already and you've kind of got an idea for this. We're going to do this at one-time payment at $997. Now, there's not a funnel to go through. You're not going to get it with upsells. You're not going to be given any other crazy deals. Some people who bought the webinar deal the other day, if you buy the webinar deal and contact me, I'll give you all this for free. That's another way you can look at it, but you're still going to spend like 4 grand there. So it's up to you what you want to do. But look, if all this does is get you 300 people for less than you've ever spent on ads in your life, where the cost of acquisition of a new customer is cents rather than hundreds of dollars, then it's worth it. If all this does is get you moving and get people in your chat room for you to interact with, then it's worth it. It's going to get you moving. If all this does is give you access to me so you can ask questions, because you can't really ask unless you're asking in the comments right now. And then even then I usually miss them and I've got to get back to you on email or the day after. If all this does is open up your mind to this new concept in business, it's got to be worth it, right? And look, what's one funnel worth to you right now? Because I know you can go in a ClickFunnels group or another group and say, hey, build me a funnel, and people are going to charge you 5 times more than that just for the funnel. I'm giving you the knowledge, the training, and all the stuff that you've not seen, and the Zoom, and the funnel templates, and retargeting ads, and a Facebook community, and an affiliate program, and the Trustpilot hacks, so you can get those reviews and you can keep the customers coming back. And then we're going to do a big bunch of stuff that you never saw. When I do this on a webinar, it might be 10 grand, right? I'm not going to do this live on here. We're just going to send people to it. I'm going to build a funnel. But what you will notice is when you come to the site, is it's going to say, hey, watch this webinar if you want to unlock the last 20 episodes. Does that kind of make sense? So would it be worth it? If small investment, $997, like people spend $997 on like a guidebook or an ebook. What's it worth to you, right? What would it be worth just to get one funnel that works, to get people in your group, to build a community, to finally break into a niche where you've never been before, to actually get moving, like Madison just said, to see the results as an entrepreneur when you've been trying for so long. She spent $5,000. Madison, if you're watching, you spend $997, you're going to get all of that stuff, right? You give a great testimonial, chances are you're going to get it for a lot less. Talk to me. But everybody else, $997. Next week, when all the videos have gone into a nice members area and we've got the Zoom set up and we've got all this stuff, there'll be a lot more. Right, and I think that's fair. We've given a big bunch of stuff, but look, we've got Alex Air coming up on the show. We've got some ClickFunnels guys coming up on the show. We've got some amazing content. We've got all sorts of other stuff. I've not even got started on the affiliate marketing things yet, right? And there's so many things I could share with you and so much stuff that I know and knowledge and things I've picked up over the years. But look, man, just getting one of those results, what would it be worth? It'd be worth thousands. Right? The time it's going to save you alone is worth an insane amount of money, right? So look, if you could get all of those things, the videos, more videos, the Zoom, the funnels, the niche stuff, the retargeting ads, the Facebook group, me, affiliate program where we're going to get 20% back, how many of these do you need to sell to return your investment, right? Next people who sign up on the webinar, it's not going to be 20%. We'll give you the Trustpilot stuff as well. If you bought the webinar deal from the other day, we'll give you this for free. But if you want to do it this way and you want to go all in and you want something that I'm going to sell for like 5 grand in a few days' time, then you can get into there for $997. It's dead simple. All you need to do is go to the resources document, and in there's a link right now. You see why other people pay me an insane amount of money to teach them this stuff, right? This is kind of like you're getting access to me over regular basis on Zoom alone. I could charge you $997. Some of my clients will be like, Danny, why are you doing this like on Zoom? It's only about the fishbowl funnel. It's all about this topic. It's not like specific to you. If you want me to do it specific to you and just work with you personally, you can go to heydanny.co.uk, come on a call, and you're going to pay more than 5 grand. Does that kind of make sense? So there's different levels of doing this. The free level has just been exhausted. And look, if you were to give me $20,000 now, and I could guarantee you're going to get members for cents, not dollars, going forward, and nurture these guys and keep them for longer, and show you numerous case studies where $1 million have been made or more, 3 million in my case, just doing fishing tackle, which is generally small stuff, then you would do it, right? There's no doubt about it. You would do it. And like my people are screaming at me, Danny, pack this up, put it into a package, let us sell it They're doing that for a reason. They wouldn't do that if they didn't think it was valuable, right? And you can see why that's a good deal at the $5,000 or 10 grand or whatever it is. And we're definitely going to release it at $6,000, right? So for $997 today, you can get in there and you can start. And we're going to start in a week or two once the webinar is at its first push. Everybody else is going to just drop in the webinar. And look, if you sign up with me tonight, I've got to go. We're going to do ClickFunnels Ambassador Live in a few minutes. I need to get a drink. But what I'll also do is give you a 20-minute call with me personally on the phone as well, which, as I've said, is worth a big bunch of money. But you need to sign up with me by, like, I don't know, we're always Sunday. But you need to sign up by Wednesday, right? So you need to sign up in, like, we're on the 11th now. Figure it out. Next few days. And then when we go live on Wednesday, I'm hoping that the videos are going to be locked off. I'm going to start moving into a webinar. You've got a couple of choices. You can wait for the price to go up. You can do nothing. You can try and watch all the free videos, or you can keep trying to figure it out yourself. There's like a bunch of choices, or you could just get in with like this little investment, what people pay. Like, what could you even get for $997, right? You can't get nothing really much these days for $997. It's insane. The reason I'm doing it is because you've stuck around with me for so long. So you can pony up this investment. You can jump in, and in a few weeks we're going to start. You'll see everything transitioning. You don't want to be the guy looking through the window going, oh, where's the videos gone? That Madison's killing it online, and Danny's killing it, and all these other people are killing it. And look, if you don't like it and you don't want it and you change your mind before we talk, before you get the Zoom stuff, before you get the retargeting ad stuff and the Trustpilot stuff and the weird niche funnels and all the rest of it that I'm going to give you, I know you've kind of seen the videos. If you change your mind, like, Danny, too much. I've spent my last money. I don't have any food in the cupboard. I get it. I'll give you your money back, right? How does that sound? So look, is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time and going over to this website now? It's dannywalsh.live. On there, scroll down. You see the resources document, and I've actually put the link in the resources document pretty much on the second page. It's a Stripe link. You click the button, you go to Stripe, and if you bought the webinar thing the other night, just contact me. I'll let you in, right? If it's Madison, just contact me. I'll do you a great deal. But everybody else, you need to go to the resources document right now, scroll down on that page, and you can get in. You can invest a little bit of money. It's a simple payment. And look, other opportunities out there, it might teach you the ads. With this, you get everything. Other opportunities might teach you how to run paid traffic. With this, you're going to learn how to do it organically. Other opportunities won't go into the lifetime value or live streaming or how to nurture your group. They just teach you about one thing. Just teach you about the funnel. This is going to give you everything, right? And you get me. Like, nobody else can give you that, right? Only I can give you that. And if you've stuck around for 20 episodes and you're watching this every single week, you know exactly where this is going to lead and where this is going. And I know how much I'm going to be able to over-deliver if you sign up with me today. So look, I've got to go. There are a couple of people who are shouting at me right now. There are a couple of people who are crushing it right now. There are a couple of Dannies, one who gives everything away for free and one who's just been told off and learned his lesson. So look, are you going to be one of two people, right? So you could be the guy who keeps trying to bang their head on a brick wall and do Facebook ads, or you could be the guy that's going to get the videos, more videos, the Zoom access, the funnels, in your niche, the retargeting ads, the Facebook training, the affiliate program, which pays you 20%, so you can share it with your friends, and that Trustpilot thing. And we're going to give you some other bonuses as well. All you need to do is go to dannywalsh.live, scroll down and go on the link and get access to everything. Or you could be the third person who waits for the webinar and then pays $5,000 for it, and you're probably still going to be happy at the end. It's entirely up to you. What you need to do next is go on that page, dannywalsh.live, scroll down a little bit. You'll see a button that says resources document. When you click that resources document, you are able to instantly scroll down. You see the link, you click the link and you sign up. I'll put it below the video as well. But look, just to recap, before I go to the ambassador group, you're going to get the original videos, more videos, the Zoom meetings, more training, the funnels, weird niche stuff that you can just plug straight into your business, the Trustpilot reviews, the affiliate program, the ads, which you're looking at retargeting, Facebook groups so everyone can get together. It's worth an insane amount of money. We're going to sell it for an insane amount of money. Affiliates are going to sell this and promote it and push it. You're going to see it around. Don't be the person who's sat on the fence, because if you don't sign up immediately, you're going to pay more money. You're going to be disappointed. You're going to come on here to try and get video 7 because you need it and it's not going to be here. And you're going to be wounded because you've not paid a small amount. You paid a greater amount and you're not going to get some of those bonuses. And look, I'm no one special. I figured this stuff out myself. I've finally stumbled upon something that's worked. I've practiced it. I've honed it. I've put it into practice, made it happen. Now it's not just working for me. It's working for a big bunch of people. And look, I'm not normally good at like some of the stuff that I've showed you, right? I'm not. And when I figured it out and I got good at it, that was the only way to make progress. And that's what you need to do, right? Because you're not normally good at this marketing thing. Otherwise, you won't be watching these videos. Now I'm giving you the opportunity to go out there and do it and look, anybody can talk on a camera, but if you don't know what to say, you're going to be struggling. And with all of these things here, not only are you going to know what to say, how to say it, you're even going to be able to make money by giving stuff away, which is crazy. And the first 10 people who sign up, as I said, you are going to get those extra bonuses. Everything's on the page. I've written it down roughly, but by the time you see this again, it is going to be in a paid webinar. It is going to cost a big bunch of money. We're going over to the ambassador group in 5 minutes time, so I'm out of here. That is the way we're going. We've got interviews and we've got all sorts of other cool stuff coming up. So the lives are not going to go away. But if you want to access those first 20 videos, more videos, the Zoom meetings, the Trustpilot stuff, and all these other extras that I'll give you, plus the secrets that I've not told you about yet, go to that page, go on the resource document, click the link, invest a small amount of money. I'll see you. I'll send you an email. I'll get you sorted. We'll be on this very, very soon. Look, people bought the webinar deal for $4,000 the other day, which is insane. People are signing up as clients for more, which is insane. This is an opportunity to get me all of this fishbowl stuff in place in your business and make a big bunch of money for less than you would ever pay. And when I put it in the webinar, it's going to be a lot more. Look, it's Danny Walsh from Preston in the UK. You've been amazing. And everything's going to change from here in out. There's going to be different content. It's going to be interviews. It's going to be cool. There's going to be AI stuff and more. But for that fishbowl funnel, which people have shouted at me and said, Danny, you're crazy. Stop giving that stuff away. Take those videos off. Just let us sell this. I've got to listen, right? And I know it makes sense. You know it makes sense. You've got those choices. You know what to do. We've literally done a perfect webinar with no slides. And I know because my Stripe has just pinged that somebody's run over there and bought it already. So whoever you are, love you very much. Rest of you, love you very much. Remember, you've only got a few days to watch those videos, or you could just relax and go over there now, pay your money on the link. Drop me a message, add me as a friend. I'll see you on Zoom. I'll see you in the Facebook group. We'll get this going and we'll build some fishbowl funnels. You've been amazing. It's Danny from Preston in the UK. I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.